The breeze entering his balcony was calculated when building it. Speed is not haste, it's efficiency, because they have eliminated everything that does not directly contribute to the goal. The chair where he sits was made to support those who move the board. In his calendar, there are names, not hours. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. Charisma is not personality, it's certainty, the tranquility projected by those who know exactly where they are going. Intuition is not luck, it's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. Patience is not passivity, it's power. Discipline is not limitation, it's liberation. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. The walls of his meeting room are shielded with agreements. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are constructions, because each partnership builds unique possibilities. The questions he asks do not have an immediate answer. The doors he opens do not have standard locks. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. Their thoughts are not private. They are prototypes, drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. The gift he gives does not cost much, but it has more meaning than jewels. The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. The cities he travels to have already been studied beforehand. Innovation is not creativity, it's evolution, because they identify the next stage before others understand the current one. Change is not interruption, it's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future, like pressure that turns coal into diamonds under extreme conditions. His windows do not show views, they show domains. Failure does not define them, it refines them. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. Quality is not the standard, it's the signature, because they understand that constant excellence is their personal brand. Their words are not sounds, they are codes, because each phrase is designed to program realities in receptive minds. Small decisions do not reach his desk. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. The phrases he repeats are internal keys, not motivational mantras. Power is not domination, it's magnetism. The ability to attract resources towards their vision without the need for persuasion. Knowledge is not advantage, it's leverage. And they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Because every idea is designed to become reality. They don't collect objects. They collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. It's an opportunity in disguise, because they know that the greatest security lies in the ability to create options. Each action is thought 3 moves ahead. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words. Their thoughts are not private. They are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. He does not need notifications, everything important is already planned. Their words are not communication, they are construction, because each phrase builds bridges towards shared realities. Taxis do not exist in his reality, everything is discrete transfer. The way he listens makes others reveal more than they intended. The view from his desk reaches further than any tower, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. The sound of his shoes marks the rhythm of a global strategy. Their decisions are not reactions, they are creations, because each choice is a conscious act of building the future. Failure is not defeat, it's education, because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Their vacations are investments in disguise. Each destination hides a market they plan to dominate before returning. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. The car he drives does not make noise, but it clears the way. He is not interested in seeming successful. He is interested in being treated as someone who decides. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Their mistakes are not failures. They are data that refine mental algorithms that others would take decades to develop. Memory doesn't store names, it stores patterns, because they recognize opportunities that others confuse with coincidences. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony. The paths he takes are not marked on the GPS. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. He does not publish his life is commented on in low voices among elites. Their teams are not employees, they are extensions of their vision, multipliers of impact trained to think like them. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because they extract maximum value from minimal elements and resources. The present is not a prison, it's a lever, because they use the current reality as a fulcrum to move the world. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. The mirrors he has do not reflect appearance, they reflect intentions. Innovation is not creativity, it's necessity, because they see problems that others don't yet know they have. The data he consults is not on Google, it's in his network. Their decisions are not individual, they are collective, because they consider the impact on systems that others cannot see. The signatures he collects are not autographs, they are alliances. Their investments are not bets, they are certainties in disguise, because they see futures that others confuse with fantasies. Their libraries do not hold books, they hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. Their objectives are not ambitions. They are commitments, because they operate with the intensity of those who do not accept alternatives. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments, because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, valuable information on what to adjust to achieve the desired result. His suits are tailor-made like his decisions. The present does not limit them, it propels them. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Luxury does not surround him, it accompanies him without announcing itself. He does not pay memberships, he is the one who authorizes others to have them. Risk is not a threat. Change is not a threat, it's fuel, because they channel each transformation towards the construction of new realities. The cold marble under his feet is the same from where empires are built. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. Elegance is not in what they wear, it's in how they make the impossible seem like the only logical option. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments, because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage. The file he keeps in his briefcase weighs more than an ingot. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy, because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. The watches he wears do not mark fashion, they mark connection. The leather scent in his office is not casual, it's a forged identity. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. The lowlights do not relax him, they activate him. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner, because they see in every transformation the opportunity to redefine the possible. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning, because they understand that perfect timing multiplies any effort. The most important contract was signed without ink, only with a glance. The respect he generates is not demanded, it's imposed. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. His decisions seem casual, but they are the effects of an exact formula. While the city sleeps, He reviews the markets that will dictate the future. While others wait for Monday to start, he has already closed 3 deals in what others call the early hours. Each meal has a protocol, but it does not lose flavor. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Knowledge is not accumulation, it's transformation, because they know that information without action is lost potential. The conferences he attends are private and without microphones. Every meeting is a move, every greeting an investment. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. There is no noise where he lives, only pure concentration and prolonged vision. Their meetings do not have agendas, they have results, because they know that clarity of purpose eliminates the need for protocols. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. His way of looking disarms speeches. Legacy is not inheritance, it's momentum, the force that will continue to transform the world long after their departure. Pressure does not break them, it strengthens them, like metal that is tempered under conditions that would destroy ordinary materials. Confidence is not a feeling, it's calculation based on probabilities that they process faster than computers. Their thoughts are not private, they are prototypes, drafts of futures that others will experience as destiny. Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. Their mistakes are not weaknesses, they are investments in wisdom, because every paid failure becomes refined instinct. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. Power is not possession, it's responsibility, because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are architectures of power that redesign entire industries, because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. The phones he uses are not in stores. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect.